Rioters stormed the U.S. Capitol in January, some quickly identified as law enforcement. Now, this bill making its way through the California legislature would tighten the rules for those in blue.
Well, you have the constitutional right to have racist and bigoted views. You don't have a constitutional right to be a police officer.
Authored by Assemblymember Ash Kalra, AB 655, also known as the California Law Enforcement Accountability Reform or CLEAR Act, would require that a background check for law enforcement applicants include finding out if the candidate is a member of a hate group or has participated in hate group activities. If so, the candidate could be disqualified. As for current law enforcement officers, if after an investigation into a hate group participation is found to be true, the officer could be fired.
The role and responsibility of peace officers is so important for community healing, for community safety. And if people in the community don't feel that those that are entrusted with that responsibility look at them in a way that's unbiased, that undermines our entire public safety system.
But opponents say the bill defines hate groups and hate speech too broadly.
I think everyone can agree that no one wants cops serving us who belong to violent hate groups. But this bill goes far beyond that. It actually goes after individual cops who simply have conservative social views on issues like marriage.
So what about constitutional protections like freedom of speech and freedom of association? We asked Professor Leslie Jacobs with the McGeorge School of Law.
The official speech the government can control, and even private speech of a police officer or a government employee, the employer can potentially control if it disrupts the efficient operation of the enterprise and the job.
Professor Jacobs says the bill is directed at activities where an officer is in either an official function or would appear to be, but there are legal limits to requiring them to disclose memberships.
So we're really looking at a balance between the right to privacy or the right to speech and the government's interest in being able to have the employee perform the job.
As for next steps, the bill is scheduled to be heard by the Assembly Public Safety Committee in 3 weeks. I'm Brandy Cummings, KCRA 3 News.